Dear friend, I am going to discuss with you a statistical software which is popularly known as OPStat and is available on Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agricultural University's website. The URL of HAU website is hau.ac.in and under quick links you will find the online statistical analysis tool. If you click on this tab, the home page of OPStat will open with having two links. One is for those who are the users of CCS HAU, that is intranet user of Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agricultural University, and another link is for open for all other users which uses this software through internet. So if you click on this link, this is your first web page of OPStat. Here you will see a list of tools such as generating frequency, cross tabulation, comparing means, correlation analysis, one factor analysis, two factor analysis, three factor analysis, correlation and regression analysis, generation mean analysis, line into tester, diallele, partial diallele, path, stability, principal component, pooled analysis, and a probit analysis. Broadly, this module has been divided into three categories depending upon the need of the user. First category is the modules for social sciences. In this module, we have generating frequency, cross tabulation, comparing means, and correlation analysis. Then for design of experiment, which includes one factor, two factor, three factor, correlation and regression, pooled analysis, for time series experiments, probit analysis is also comes under this broad category. Then third module, which consists of biometrical methods, having generation mean analysis, line into test analysis, diallele analysis, partial diallele analysis, path analysis, stability analysis. Now in this lecture I will just briefly demonstrate what kind of analysis you can use with these modules. So we will start with generating frequency. In generating frequency, this module is used to create frequency tables from the data which is collected through some sample survey, and various responses are there, and you can create the frequency table of qualitative data. Qualitative data are those data which cannot measure on a particular scale, means you have given the option to the respondent and respondent will choose any one of the options you provided with. Then we will count how many users responded to a particular category. This is known as frequency. If we tabulate all such responses in a form of a frequency table, then we can interpret our data more precisely. Similarly, for cross tabulation, sometimes we are interested in to find out the association of attributes, how attributes are associated, whether they are associated or not. If associated, then how you can test them. So cross tabulation is nothing but it is a two-way classifications of attributed data. One attribute is placed along the horizontal side and one attribute is placed along the vertical side, and their cross section will give us the frequency of that category belonging to some other category of the second attribute. Now this is also known as a contingency table. So with the help of chi-square test we can find out the association between the attributes. Comparing mean includes one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, and one-way ANOVA. I think you are very much familiar with all these terms. If you want to compare the mean of a sample with a specific value, we go for one sample t-test. If two independent samples are drawn from a population and we are interested in to find out whether the mean of one sample differs significantly with the mean of other samples, then we go for independent sample t-test. Similarly, for paired sample t-test, suppose we conduct a training, and before conducting the training, I want to test the knowledge of the respondent. So I gave them a test and record their responses, obtained their scores. Then I demonstrate various methods or various tools for which training is organized, and after completing the training, the test is again conducted. Then I want to see whether the impact of training is there or not. So before, after, the same respondent should be there. If we change the respondent, experimental unit or respondent, then this pair test will not work. So in order to study the impact of a training, impact of a diet on a set of people or a group of individuals, this paired t-test is used. And one-way ANOVA is another method by which you can compare several samples simultaneously, the means of several samples simultaneously. For example, when the number of samples increases from 2 to more, then the number of t-tests will also increases rapidly. For example, for 3 samples, we have to perform 3 t-tests, 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 2 with 3. If number of samples are 4, then we have to perform 6 tests. If number of samples are 5, then we have to perform 10 tests, and this goes on increasing. So R.A. Fisher gave a technique known as analysis of variance technique, in which the total variability is divided into some meaningful components, and one-way ANOVA is the example by which we can compare several means of several groups simultaneously with the help of LSD or CD. Then correlation analysis. Correlation is nothing but it is a statistical technique by which we can find out the relationship between two variables. The relationship may be positive, the relationship between the variable may be negative, or there may not be any relationship. If you have two variables and both the variables goes along the same direction, means if one is increasing, other is also increasing, then there is a positive correlation. And similarly, on increasing one variable, other variable is decreasing, it is the indication of a negative correlation. When there is no change after changing one variable, then we can say that both the variables are uncorrelated. If such type of questions are answered from your research data, then we go for correlation analysis. In this module, the 3 types of correlation is computed, and rather correlation matrix is computed. For example, if you have continuous data, then Pearson correlation coefficient, option for Pearson correlation coefficient is there. If qualitative data is there, then Spearman rank correlation and Kendall-Tau correlation coefficient is also present in this module. So with this correlation analysis, every kind of data can be handled for finding out the correlations. Now, 1-factor analysis, 2-factor analysis, 3-factor analysis, and few modules which I want to introduce in it, that is split plot design and strip plot design. They are the basic designs and used in generally agronomical trials. So in 1-factor analysis, simple CRD, completely randomized design, or one-way ANOVA, and RBD, randomized complete block design, will be included. And these are very simple, data entry is very simple, and you can find out the treatment means as well as the critical differences, from which you can check which treatment means differ significantly from some other mean. Similarly, for 2-factor analysis, we have 2-factor CRD, completely randomized block design, 2-factor RBD, randomized block designs, then split plot designs, and their post hoc test with the help of critical differences. The beauty of these modules also there, if certain transformation is required, so the transformation facility is also there. You can transform your data. If your count data is there, you go for square root transformation, and if percentage data is there and the transformation rules fulfilled, then you can apply the arc sign transformation to your data, and analysis will be carried out on transformed data automatically. Similarly, for 3-factor analysis, we have 3-factor CRD, 3-factor RBD, split plot, split plot, and split plot with taking 2 factor as main factor and 1 as sub factor, split plot with taking 1 factor as main factor and other 2 factors are sub factor. Means there are almost 5 or 6 modules for split plot in 3-factor analysis is available. Now another module we have correlation and regression analysis. Correlation I have already discussed because I made a separate module for that, but in regression analysis we can perform the linear multiple regression analysis with ease. The data entry is very simple, and you have to supply the dependent variable number, independent variable number, number of observations, and you can easily find out the multiple linear regression. Then generation mean, line into tester, diallele, partial diallele, path and stability analysis. These modules belongs to biometrical methods. In generation mean analysis, the 3-parameter model and 5-parameter model with 3 generation, 6 generation and 7th generation, data for replication and without replication, data for replication with weights, means every kind of facility is available in generation mean analysis. It also performs the scaling test and analyze your data for 3-parameter model and 6-parameter model. Then line into test analysis, in which various lines are crossed with testers. Every line is crossed with tester. So line into tester analysis is possible for taking the line, the crosses data only, with included the parents, without including the parents, computing the heterosis, etc., etc. All such statistics are available in line into tester analysis. Then diallele analysis, actually the module consists of the diallele analysis given by Griffing's model. Griffing gave 4 methods of analyzing diallele crosses. Method 1, in which all possible crosses are taken into account, means the crosses, reciprocal F1s and F1s with parents, everything is included, and this is first method. Second method is F1 and parents are included, then reciprocal and F1 are included, only F1 are included. So in total we have 4 methods, and this module provides the analysis for all the 4 methods. Partial diallele analysis comes into picture when the number of parents in a diallele system becomes large. Then it is very difficult for a breeder to accommodate all the crosses in a field condition. In such case, he opt for a partial diallele crosses, in which only a sample of crosses will be taken into account, and there are certain sampling technique, but sampling technique given by Kempthorne and Carnot will be included in this package. So partial diallele analysis is available for Kempthorne and Carnot approach, in which circulant samples are generated from all possible crosses. So we provide the analysis of circulant samples only. Then path analysis, again a very important biometrical technique of path analysis to study the direct and indirect effect of all the characters on yield or some other character of your interest. So path analysis can be computed from raw data, or you can say replicated data. You can compute the path analysis from correlation matrix if you have observation without replication and various characters are there. You can also compute the path analysis from genotypic correlation. You can also compute the path analysis from phenotypic correlation. So it provides you a wide range of options. So you can analyze your data in path analysis, I think, from every corner. Then stability analysis. It is a technique again to check whether the genotypes are stable over the environment or not. So there are a lot of stability methods, but in these modules, Eberhardt and Russell's model and Perkins and Jinks models are included. And we can include the recently developed model in which G into E interaction will be taken into account. That will be also included in coming time. Last year we have included 3 more modules. First module is for data reduction, that is principal component analysis, and then pooled analysis for a series of experiment. Actually, when all India coordinated trials are conducted on various locations and data is coming from various locations, then in order to pool the data or pooling analysis is required, then there is a demand of researcher. So I included this module only for RBD. We have another module, that is probit analysis, and it is popularly known among agricultural fraternity as LC50, LD50, GR50. In coming time, 6 new modules are ready for uploading. Their final evaluation is going on. We will upload these modules within a month, and these modules are, you can say, Latin square design, strip plot design, then augmented designs laid out in completely randomized block, and lattice design. We have multiple comparison test, post hoc test, and k-mean cluster analysis. So I think this is a brief introduction about OPSTAT, and you are now familiar with what module you should use to fulfill your research requirement. We will discuss each and every module separately, and I will upload the videos of these modules. I am putting this video on YouTube. You please subscribe this channel as well as like this video. If you want the notification, you will press the bell icon also. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.